I miss, I don't know. I think it was easier back then. I think for the most part, people probably think I'm genuinely happy when that's kind of not the case for most of my time. I've struggled with depression and bipolarism for a very long time. It's like there's a lot of sad moments. I'm always laughing and joking around. In reality, I'm just a sad little boy. I think everybody's fucked in the head though, so I don't think I'm that much different. Everybody wants to grow up so fast, and then everybody wants to go back. Not having to deal with problems and emotions, blind innocence, and ignorance, I guess. Before I knew the world was fucked. Like, back in the day, my biggest problem was I gotta feed my fucking webkin or something now. You know what I mean? I just remember immediately hearing Papa John passed away. I was like super tight with him. He was dope. He was one hell of a man. I laid on the bathroom floor with my pillow and blanket for like 5 solid hours, and that's not even an exaggeration. 5 solid hours just sobbing and dry heaving. We found this house that the grass was 17 inches tall, the freaking panels were falling off. There's literally boarded windows. It just looked like shit. And so we're like, fuck it, let's go in it. And the second my foot touched the first floor, I realized I fucked up really bad. And like my heart sank, my stomach started turning, and I realized I was in somebody's actual home. The clock was on time, there was still food on the stove, there was family pictures everywhere, it was fucked. So I got 2 years of probation, 60 hours community service, and probation is fucked. Literally all it's done is turned me on to harder drugs. Like, I know that's my own fault. Cocaine is out of your system in 48 hours. LSD, mushrooms don't even show up on their drug tests. And most pharmaceuticals, like Xanax, Adderall, opiates, painkillers, those are all out fairly quick. And I came from a Christian school, believe it or not, knowing really how fucked I am. Like, not just coke, it was just like, because I'd always like just sit around and like do drugs. Like, it was better to do gardening. It's starting new life, man. I love that. Like that was so fun for me, just planting seeds. I was ecstatic. The first time I ever seen a little green thing poke through the dirt, I was shitting bricks. It was the coolest thing I've ever done in my life. I just want to go live out in the middle of bumfuck nowhere in Kentucky or Tennessee, or even Colorado. But somewhere nice, cheap, low population, and beautiful. I just think we're here to affect the world in the most positive way we can while we're here, and like be happy. You know what I mean?
It was easier when there were like circumstances to everything you did. You know, nothing had to mean anything.
It's fuck bad luck. Bad luck isn't real.
And even if people fucking died with a white lighter in their pocket, I guarantee you a bunch of people died with a fucking black lighter in their pocket. One of my favorite skaters used to smoke them, but he passed. I smoke Camel Blue because honestly they changed Turkish Royals. And they're an old cigarette, I guess. 80 years, something, I don't know. Something shouldn't be changed. Saddest moment was easily when I moved to Illinois or Naperville, whatever. You know, people just did things to satisfy their parents and not even thinking about, you know, their friends and who they are. They just don't have anything to them. It's not the kind of town where you feel like you belong. It doesn't feel like home. And when you live here, it feels like there is no time. Everything's just stagnant. I don't think I've had one. If I'm gonna be honest, nothing sticks out. Yeah, there haven't been any moments that have led up to now that, you know, were positive that made me who I am today. Making your mark, no matter how big or how small it is. Just leave something behind, because if you do, you'll live forever.
Every day could just be free and I didn't have to worry about what was going to happen in the future. Just walking around in this field by my house, and we were literally in the middle of the field. Like, all we could see was just trees and grass everywhere, and I look down and I see this 4-leaf clover, and I've never picked up a 4-leaf clover ever in my life. It's one of the happiest because it reminds me of a group of friends that are very important to me, and a time in my life that's very important to me. A time of growth, and a time of, I don't know, expression. It's nice. January 11th, I remember it to the day because I remember it was like one of the worst days of my life. Not because I was with you guys at all, but because I felt, it was the first time I was with you guys and felt like I was alone. But it spiraled into this like really long session of derealization and feeling like I was in a dream all the time. That it always gets better, that it's never, not everything is always in a state of constant.
Which is somewhere down south.
Locks and winged eyeliner that practically touched your temples. We spent our first summer together getting high under bridges, spray painting dollar signs on the walls, and tattooing our 15-year-old skin with craft store calligraphy ink. Those endless sunsets we wasted making benches out of tree trunks and driving past that boy's house you couldn't seem to get over. Every moment documented in videos with the flash on of us stumbling down the train tracks, tripping over our own toothy grins and bloodshot eyes. Nights sprawled out on dewy grass, the boy I'd soon fall in love with teaching us about the stars, and mornings just a sign it was time to start our next adventure. The air in my Civic rarely ever smelled like anything other than Newport menthols, the only cigarettes the local Citgo would sell to us at 16. We cut off all your hair and stripped it of color on a whim. Fall nights with you, my bleach-burned scalp, starry-eyed best friend, dedicated to singing songs in my car with no music. We spent until August reliving our greatest adventures, you and he clasping hands, the boy and I glowing with contentment. It never hurt when we turned away from each other. Each time I knew we would come back with even dewier rose-stained cheeks and new books to talk about. Being with you guys, chilling on the couch with you guys. We used to all cram on one couch like a fucking family that only had one couch. We didn't give a shit, it was fun. There was nothing to worry about in the world. It was a blast. I didn't think I realized it in the moment that it was so much fun, but it was a blast. You can live through those recorded moments, definitely, and see how you were feeling exactly in those moments. And we were fucking free spirits. We did not give a shit, and it's so cool to look back on that and like relive those moments and talk about those moments.